watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Hi there. Today is Monday, August 7th, 2023. I'm Missy Kohler, and this is News 25. A two-vehicle crash happened over the weekend. News 25 reporter David Preston has the full story.
Jason Ernest of Mount West Lawyers. Don't be bullied by insurance companies. Call me, 775-727-9500.
A head-on crash happened around 6 o'clock on Friday evening at the intersection of Highway 160 and 372. According to the report, a white Saturn was traveling east on Highway 372 and crossed the intersection of Highway 160 on a green light when a white Chevy pickup truck attempted to make a left turn onto 160 going south on a flashing yellow light when both cars collided head-on. The driver of the Saturn suffered minor injury to his left hand and was treated at the scene. Nevada Highway Patrol, Nye County Sheriff's Office, and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue were on location. Traffic was diverted around the crash site of the south lane of Highway 160, but the left turn lane remained closed on Highway 372 until the crash scene was cleared. The white Saturn suffered major damage while the Chevy pickup truck suffered minor to moderate damage. There are no other injuries. According to the Nevada Highway Patrol, this crash is under investigation.
A local man from Pahrump is arrested for allegedly concealing and carrying a modified firearm.
On July 31st, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to the Saddle West Casino and Hotel in Pahrump due to a report alleging that two juveniles were drinking alcohol and carrying a firearm. Upon arrival, officers spoke with Saddle West security, who confiscated the juvenile's firearm before deputies arrived. According to the declaration of arrest, security was concerned because the firearm was found concealed on one of the subjects and that they believed they were up to no good. They also reported to officers that a third subject had left prior to officers' arrival. One who left was identified as Aiden DeBoard. Aiden was the one allegedly carrying the firearm under his shirt. The firearm in question was a 9mm Glock that allegedly was altered to contain a Glock switch or auto sear. According to the declaration of arrest, a Glock switch is illegal and enables the Glock firearm to fire fully automatic, which Glocks typically fire semi-automatic. Aiden allegedly stated to police that he knew he made a wrong decision by adding the Glock switch to the firearm, and stated that he allegedly had it in that condition for approximately 4 months. Aiden DeBoard was arrested and booked into the Nye County Detention Center under the charges of possession or use of a deadly weapon with a silencer and carrying a concealed weapon without a permit.
With 93% containment as of 5 p.m. August 6th, the York fire area is closed due to safety hazards.
The Mojave National Preserve issued an official closure order for the York fire area as crews continue to respond to hotspots throughout California and Nevada. As of August 6th, the York fire is at 93,078 acres with 93% containment. Officials say safety hazards include falling limbs and snags, and fire-damaged trees, impacted road structures, and sinkholes due to burned-out bridges and other infrastructure, potentially hazardous conditions from weakened structures, and potentially impacted barricades around initiative mining structures and diggings, unstable burn structures that may contain hazardous materials, hot ash, and unseen hazards in a few remaining hotspots on the perimeter and interior of the burn area, washed out roads from heavy rainfall that occurred in early August 2023, and potential for flash floods and debris flows during summer monsoon rains. Officials say the closure was issued to protect visitors and the public as crews respond to the fire.
Death Valley National Park has announced its third longest heat wave in the history of the valley. RJ Camacho reports.
Death Valley National Park has recorded its third longest heat wave in the park's history, from July 14th to the 30th. Daily highs were at 120 degrees Fahrenheit or more, and during the 17-day period, daytime highs were at 121 to 128 degrees, with overnight temperatures being only as low as 90 to 102 degrees, the longest streak of temperatures in 94 years. Often, July happens to be the hottest month of the year for the park, and preliminary data has showed that July 2023 would be the second hottest July on record for the park. 7 of the 10 hottest summers on record have come only in the last 10 years for Death Valley. The ecosystem is suffering due to this and reported to be living at the edge of survival. According to reports from the park, even a slight increase in temperature or change in weather patterns could have negative impact on plant and animal populations. The best example of the impact of these events is the famed Great Basin bristlecone, which were uniquely vulnerable to climate change due to them being at the extreme southwestern edge of their range. The Death Valley National Park would like to remind those that plan to visit the valley to come prepared. Make sure to drink about 4 liters of water per person per day, eat salty snacks, stay on paved roads, and do not hike at lower elevations after 10 a.m.
We've got more News 25 coming up after the break, so stay with us.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. News 25 caught up with Doug Campbell, the owner of Balloons Over Pahrump, which goes above and beyond to create a memorable experience for its riders.
My name is Doug Campbell. My son and I own Balloons Over Pahrump. We were both born and raised in Las Vegas. I moved out to Pahrump about 4 years ago. My son followed me out a year ago. We offer hot air balloon rides pretty much 7 days a week when the weather permits. We meet at the Sanders Winery. If we can launch from the winery, we do launch from the winery. Otherwise, we go to a different launch site. I started ballooning back in 1969. My high school sweetheart's father was crewing for one of the very first balloonists back in Las Vegas. So I crewed for about 15 years, learned how to fly by helping the other guys. Took my test and got my license in 1984. So I've been a pilot for almost 40 years.
We're celebrating our 36th wedding anniversary by taking a balloon ride, and it was great.
In fact, we were hoping to be able to go over our house today, but wind wasn't with us. It didn't make it. But it was a really great ride anyway. It was really super.
It was amazing. Usually I take videos of the balloons going over the house, but I was in the balloon this time taking pictures and videos of the house. So the roles were reversed, and it's just amazing. You can see so far. So
next time we want to try jumping off the side of it like the gentleman did in the footage.
So navigating, we just change altitudes. At different altitudes, the wind is doing different things. Like if you let go of a party balloon, you can kind of see it drift off and kind of do its own thing. We are the party balloon, so we just change altitudes, and when we find a direction that we like, we kind of just maintain that altitude. And then if we need to turn, say left or whatever the direction may be, east, we'll drop down to a breeze that provides that. Some days those are options, and some days they're not. Some days you just kind of have 2 directions and you make the best of it. Like today, we didn't have much west at all. So we've dropped a handful of things: phones, radios, engagement rings. It doesn't happen often, but things do fall out of the basket on occasion.
When the balloon takes off, you're in the air about an hour. Then we go back to the winery where we do champagne, wine tasting, and breakfast. And if anybody wants to call or inquire, our phone number is 702-300-4008, or we go to our website at either LasVegasBalloonRides.com or BalloonsOverPahrump.com.
The new school year is starting, and the American Red Cross has some safety tips for parents and their children.
School is back in session, and the American Red Cross of Southern Nevada is aiming to arm students and parents with vital safety information in an effort to ensure a safe start to the new school year. According to the Transportation Research Board, more than 25,000 children a year are injured and about 100 killed while walking to or from school by distracted or speeding drivers nationwide. Rachel Flanagan, the executive director of the American Red Cross Southern Nevada chapter, states, "As students embark on a new school year, their safety is our top priority. Often students may be distracted for not paying close attention when walking. This makes it even more crucial for drivers to be vigilant. By following these essential tips, we can collectively foster a safer environment for students and create a smooth transition back to school." The tips the American Red Cross wish to provide are as follows. If your student rides a bus to school, ensure they plan to arrive at their bus stop early and stand away from the curb while waiting for the bus. Students should only board the bus after it has come to a complete stop and the driver or attendant has instructed them to do so. They should only get on their designated bus and not an alternate one. Students should remain in clear view of the bus driver and never walk behind the bus. Cross the street only at corners, obey traffic signals, and stay in the crosswalks. Never dart out into the street or cross between parked cars, and if children travel to school in a car, they should always wear a seatbelt. Younger children should use car seats or booster seats until the lap shoulder belt fits properly, and they should ride in the back seat until they are at least 13 years old. If a teenager is driving to school, parents should demand seatbelts are used. Teen drivers should not use their cell phones to text or make calls and should avoid eating or drinking while driving. Students who bike to school should only cross the street at intersections, preferably where the school has placed crossing guards. Parents should accompany young children to school as well as children taking new routes or attending new schools, at least for the first week, to ensure they know how to get there safely. It is also noted to arrange for students to walk to school with a friend or classmate. Also remember to know what the emergency plan is at your child's school in case a disaster or unforeseen event occurs. Develop a family emergency plan so everyone will know who to contact and where to go if something happens while children are at school and parents are at work. For more details, you can visit redcross.org/prepare.
A local dispensary will be hosting an event marking their first-year anniversary since they opened. News 25 spoke with Amanda Phillips, who has the details.
Hello, everyone. We also want to welcome you to our one-year anniversary party that's happening on Saturday, August 12th. We're going to start celebrations from 2 to 6 p.m. We're having a parking lot party. It's going to have wonderful brands here from Camp, Stizzy, AMA, as well as Cannovative and a new brand from LP Exotics. We're looking to have some really good deals, so we want you to come on out and support us. We're going to have a cash giveaway, so please come out, and we're also raffling off some Raiders tickets. So make sure you stop by and wish us here happy birthday for having 1 year in Pahrump here at 2370 Homestead Road.
We've got sports coming up after the break, so stay with us.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Thanks for staying with us. Here's a look at sports with Mikey Ruhan.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports. The day with the Stanley Cup Tour continued. Laurent Brossoit took it to Winnipeg. It was nice of Stanley to obey the seatbelt law. Las Vegas Aviators wrapped up their road trip in Albuquerque yesterday, beating the Isotopes 8-7. They return home tomorrow as they welcome the Sacramento Rivercats at 7:05. Las Vegas Aces going for their 9th win in a row last night against the New York Liberty. And they lost their 3rd game of the season, 99-61. They're off to Dallas to play the Wings tomorrow. We are 6 days away from the Raiders playing their first preseason game. They play the 49ers this Sunday at 1 o'clock. And Pahrump Valley High School football team held a spaghetti fundraiser dinner over the weekend. Looks like it was a success. And that's your look at sports at News 25.
Pat Lemming of Never Forgotten Animal Society is here to tell us about an older dog named Pinky, now looking for a forever home.
Today's Rescue a Pet segment is brought to you by Realty Executives in Action. Put the team at Realty Executives in action for you.
Hi, this is Pat with Never Forgotten Animal Society at 3091 North David Street in the north part of Pahrump off of Bella Vista. In my arms is a sweet little girl. Her name is Pinky. She is a poodle mix and she is as old as dirt. We think she's approximately 10 years old. She's got a few fatty lipomas on her, but as far as health-wise, she seems to be a very healthy little girl. She's just looking for her forever home. Her adoption fee has been reduced by $100, so she is available for $150. That will include her spay, microchip, all of her vaccinations, and rabies certificate. She is available to be seen here at Never Forgotten Animal Society at 3091 North David Street off of Bella Vista in the north part of town. We're open Monday through Saturday from 10 until 5 every day. You're welcome to come in anytime with the exception of Sunday. We are closed on Sunday. We're open Monday through Saturday from 10 until 5 every day. No appointment necessary. So stop on in and meet this sweet little girl. She has been in a home. She seems to be very well socialized. Her housebreaking will need a little work because she is out of her element right now. She doesn't know the routine. She doesn't know what the process is. So it will take a few days for her to be acclimated to a new environment. But she is one of the sweetest, most loving girls. She likes to be held. She likes to be cuddled. So she's been in a home for a while. So if you're interested in Pinky, she's here at Never Forgotten Animal Society at 3091 North David Street in the north part of Pahrump off of Bella Vista. So please come in and visit her and meet her. She is one very, very sweet little girl. Thank you.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Now that's a view courtesy of Balloons Over Pahrump and Mikey. I like that. Full weather forecast coming right up.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios, all up and down the Ace Country Radio Network and worldwide on the local BTV app, the app that makes your smartphone even smarter. Might get that for yourself. 95 degrees in Fernley and Fallon today. Weather Twins at the top of the map. Also, Weather Twins in Carson City and Tonopah at 89. Also, Cool Spot Award winners. It's like the whole region is on fire, except for you guys. You're cool. 92 out there in Goldfield. Beatty saw 99. 105 out in Amargosa makes you the Hot Spot Award winner. And Vegas breathing down your neck at 104 degrees. Death Valley up a couple degrees from yesterday. 116 degrees. Oh my. But here in the Paradise Pahrump, not too bad a day. Look at this, 101 degrees. That's our current temperature. It's under, really dangerous weather, even up to 102 where our high was today. Sun rose this morning at 5:55. Beautiful numeric symmetry there. I look forward to set and go away, setting all kinds of records at 7:43 this evening, and that'll be lots of fun as we head down to a low tonight of 71 degrees under clear skies. Nice stars out there. Southeasterly winds at 16 miles per hour, whispering to us gently of the possibilities of tomorrow. And what is tomorrow? Well, it looks like it's Tuesday and there's sunshine. That's pretty good. Got a couple of days of rain coming at us. Temperatures dipping down to the low 90s. In fact, on Thursday, we might see some rain. We'll see some rain. Let's just say that 24% chance somebody's getting wet. Friday, Saturday, things drying out again. One lone cloud comes to visit us Sunday as the temperatures come up to 100 degrees. And the week up at 103 on Monday. Oh, it's not much of a trend, but it's kind of a smiley face, isn't it? Kind of repeating the droop. There you go. Back to the desk. Here's Missy Kohler.
Thanks, John. Well, that's going to wrap things up for us here at News 25 tonight. Thank you so much for being with us. I hope you have a great night.